Most people have a drawer full of Dewalt batteries just sitting there, and this little tool is basically a way to put them to work without buying into another proprietary ecosystem. It is a detail sander that feels surprisingly nimble in the hand. At just over 1.5 pounds, it is the kind of thing you can toss into a tool bag without thinking twice, which is a massive win if you're tired of dragging heavy, corded equipment around for small touch-up jobs. The design is clearly focused on those tight, awkward spots where a standard orbital sander would just be too clunky to handle. You can really get into corners or around banisters without feeling like you are fighting the tool. What stands out, though, is the grip. It has this 3-position setup that actually makes sense, letting you shift your hand placement depending on whether you are working on a flat tabletop or trying to reach into a cramped cabinet corner. The vibration control is decent too, thanks to that rubberized coating, so your hand doesn't feel like it is buzzing for an hour after you finish a project. Now it is running a brushless motor that hits 12,000 orbits per minute, and honestly, for a tool this size, it has plenty of bite. It handles wood and metal cleanup without bogging down, provided you aren't trying to strip an entire deck in one go. The dust collection canister is a nice touch, though like most of these compact units, it is not going to catch every single speck of sawdust. It keeps the workspace relatively clean, but you will still want to keep a vacuum nearby for the heavy lifting. Changing out the sandpaper is a breeze with the hook and loop system, and having 10 pads included in the box is a solid start to get you going immediately. If there is a downside, it is that the tool feels a bit top-heavy once you snap on a larger capacity battery, which is just the nature of the beast when you are adapting a cordless platform like this. It is not a deal-breaker, but it is something you notice after a few minutes of overhead work. Also, since it is a tool-only package, you are definitely going to need those spare batteries on hand. But for the price and the convenience of not having to hunt for an outlet, it is a pretty clever addition to the workshop. It is not trying to replace a heavy-duty industrial sander, but for the detail work that usually ends up being the most tedious part of a project, this thing is a genuinely handy companion to have around.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.